And my guess is the only numbers you've memorized were the ones that you had known before you had the cell phone.
Right.
It makes you dumb. To simply, and that's it. And astaghfirullah, we do this with the Quran. When the Prophet says the person who leads the prayer is the one who knows the most Quran, do we know what word he used for know? It wasn't memorized. When Allah wants you to know Him, it wasn't just memorized. But when Allah wants you to know Him, He didn't just say, just know me or know my name. It's arf. When he taught Adam, the word he used was allama. It's the second form. The second form. It's one entity doing something to another entity. Directly. When he says, wattaqullah, when you allimukumullah, you fear Allah, you stay on taqwa, and He will teach each and every one. Kum, all of you, allama, teach you all directly. Directly, heart to heart, spirit to spirit. وَنَفَخْتُ مِنْ رُوحِي. But we're sitting here and we're trying to run around, and we use the word shake very loosely, and I do too. But I say it out of respect. I know when there's certain people, when I call them shake, I like no respect, but I really mean it. Like that's they're complete. Ihsan, Iman, Islam, top to bottom, bing bang boom. That's a shake. We just kind of say it. And then sometimes we get caught up. Something happens to our ego. Something happens to the chemicals in our body when, oh, you're so learned. Oh, shit, hey, Imam, or what have you. And that internal thing that happens within us is actually what makes our heart dumber. It's what seals off the knowledge from Allah when He says, you alimukum Allah, because we're no longer on a path of taqwa. We're on a path of worshiping our own desires. That's right. And worshiping our own ego. Yes. So when you go after knowledge, the first thing that anybody who has actually formally experienced going after knowledge is they have to break you down. Anybody who's heard of the military or anything like that, even physically, when you do something physical, the first thing they do is they break your will. They make you know that you're nothing. You're just a pea in the pot. You're just a little nut in the machine. And in reality, that's what we are. That's what we are. But it has to be at a whole nother level, because once you come to know that, Allah has made the creation and has manifested the creation in that the things that are the lowest, the things that are the lowest are what carries everything else. Look at water when it's closer. Gravity is what holds everything together. It's what brings everything together. The signs are all there. The signs are there in front of us. خَلَقَ الْإِنسَانَ مِنْ عَلَقٍ. Alaq. What is alaq? It's a stage in blood. We have a nurse here, maybe a couple nurses here. We have a nurse here. Alaq is congealed blood. It's not just any type of blood, but it's blood that clots. It's a blood that brings everything together. In His analogy of blood, Allah has already told the Prophet that He was the summation of all things. It's the type of blood that brings everything together. Its function is not just to have everything together, but to be protective. Because your blood has to clot before it has to scar. It's all there. He shows people in the most simple of signs. When we go after knowledge, Allah will teach you from things that we don't have in books. He will teach you, because if we truly believe, I'm going to end in a couple minutes, if we truly believe that Allah's knowledge is infinite, then we know that He can infinitely give infinite knowledge to an infinite amount of people. if we truly believe. But sometimes